Okay, now we have that. Let's take this, and we're gonna break this glass, whatever. Break these walls here. And let's bring out some of these leads. You come out. Okay, so mystery solved. Mystery solved. Yes, villagers do go on boats still. They removed horses and donkeys, but villagers still go on boats. Okay, so that's good to know. Welcome back, everyone. And today we are back in our hardcore series where we are going to continue some of the things we needed to get finished in the last episode. For one thing, we need to start planting some of those carrots that we found in the last episode, which unfortunately, as far as I thought, I had to go so far away to find them. It turns out they were right down the street, okay? They were at that boat over there in the distance behind me. But yeah, we gotta go ahead and plant a field of carrots. Maybe we'll put a field of potatoes too, but that's my number one priority today. After that, I think we're gonna go and try to get some villagers. Now, one thing I did think about between episodes, I thought maybe, oh man, what if Mojang turned off the ability to put villagers on boats? Imagine that. Wouldn't that be totally messed up? I hope that's not the case. Anyways, yeah, so we have that to worry about, but I'm pretty sure we can still put them in boats. If not, I am almost certain they can still go in minecarts. Otherwise, people would be very upset. Okay, but yeah, the first thing we're gonna do is make those crops, and then we'll see where we go from there. Once we have those villages, we will have the ability to make an iron farm, which will be very useful for us. Alright, so let's get started on that. Alright, let's go ahead and get started on this, shall we? Alright, so there we have it. We have all the terraforming needed to make not just a field for the carrots, but also one for the potatoes. I have a 4x4 right, or 2x2, which means there's 4 plots in each, just like I did with the wheat farm. And I did one for each for the carrots and potatoes. So let's go ahead and plant those. But first I need to till the lands. So let's go ahead and do that. So first of all, let me go ahead and make all the water holes so that I can be able to hold those tilled soils. All right, we have all our water now. Let's go ahead and start tilling. All right, so the soil is tilled. There's just one last thing to do, and that is to put some lights. I like to put them like that. I know it's not necessary to put 4 lights, but I think it looks cooler. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But yeah, let's go ahead and do that. All right, there we have it. A full field of empty space. Now, time to plant some of our carrots. Of course, I don't have enough carrots or potatoes, but I do have some bone meal. So let's see what we can do with that bone meal that we got from our wheat farm over here. And see how fast we can grow these things. My focus is on the carrots. I don't care about the potatoes too much. But I do want to grow those carrots fast. So let's see what we can do. Alright, so here we have our carrots and potatoes. I only have 5 carrots, so let's go ahead and put these in this little corner over here. And then the potatoes that I have, I'm going to put in the opposite corner way over there. Because these 4 pillars here belong to carrots, right? Just like with the wheat. And those 4 pillars over there belong to the potatoes. So, to make everything easier for me, I'm just going to put them in opposite corners. So that I don't get confused. Perfect. Now, I'm not going to bother with the potatoes. Whatever, they'll grow whenever. What I am going to do, though, is I'm going to use this bone meal that I have here. And I'm going to go ahead and try to multiply all these carrots that I have. Well, you know. All these carrots, right? 5 little plots, but, you know, whatever. We're going to multiply these, okay? Hopefully, it'll go fast. Alright, okay, let's get the harvest now. So this should be enough for a regular quadrant, right? Almost a full quadrant, not quite. We're still missing a row here, and 2 here. So let's see what more we can get here. I will only harvest the ones that are fully grown. Okay. So that's all we could get with the bone meal that we had. Let's harvest these and go ahead and plant the yield. We did get 64, so that's a pretty good amount. Let me sleep real quick. Alright, let's just keep planting. Alright, so we've run out of carrots to plant, and there's no more bone meal. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and AFK for a little bit. Or, you know what? No, actually, this wheat field is almost fully grown. I think I'm gonna harvest that, collect all the bone meal that's produced from this, and then I'm gonna come back here and try to multiply this carrot field a little bit more. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so, well, that's taken care of. We have our wheat completely replaced now. We have our carrots growing and our potatoes over there in the distance. So, we also got a bunch of seeds. Yeah. That's a good amount of seeds right there. So, what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna go ahead and throw these in the composter. And then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna feed my cows and sheep. Alright, well that was chaotic. Yeah, let's go ahead and put the excess away. Let's go ahead and craft it into hay bales and put it away. Alright, all done. Not a lot of bone meal, but we'll see what it does. Alright, that's all it did. Let's see how much that added. So everything is planted to the max. I don't have any more bone meal available. And yep, let's go ahead and just AFK for a while and see what happens. Alright. And then we're gonna go for those villagers. Alright? I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, so I was AFK and this little guy decided to just come out of nowhere and start following me. I don't like you. I wish you the worst. Die. Thank you. Guys, I know my cape is a creeper, but I hate creepers so much. They're horrible. Shut up, cows. Alright, excellent. So we got ourselves some extra carrots. More than what were needed for planting this whole entire field for the carrots. And you guys can see that right here, right? We got a couple of stacks, 3 stacks, and like a third, I guess. A little less than a third. But yeah, we got some extra carrots now. Nice. Alright, so I think we're ready to go look for some villagers, but before I go on, I do want to say I'm a little embarrassed by it. I don't know if you guys noticed, but on the top right, there was a little bit of some numbers up there. I'm sorry. That was a mistake. My mistake. In the last few clips, I did accidentally forget to clear a timer, and it was showing up in OBS, and I totally forgot to clear the timer and to just remove the timer. I can't see the timer in the game, but I can see it in OBS. I just hadn't looked at OBS. Anyways, let's go ahead and go and collect some villagers. And then we'll see where we put them, okay? There will be probably some enclosed space for now until I can build that villager breeder / iron farm. If you guys haven't seen it yet, if you look at Impulse SV's channel, he creates a really cool iron farm that is also a villager breeder. And that is my favorite villager breeder and my favorite iron farm. So, if you don't know, go ahead and check out his videos. Just YouTube, right? Impulse SV, Iron Farms, villager breeder, and you'll see it. That's the one I'm gonna use for this world here. Okay, I think so. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna change my mind because that's a very versatile thing to have here, right? Of course, he invented the item sorter, but item sorter is really useful. But that iron farm is really, really useful. Okay. So let's go ahead and go out and collect some villagers. Alright, so the nearest village is somewhere in that direction. So let me go ahead and climb this hill here. So I just realized that this mountain's gonna be really, really hard to traverse with a boat. I'm probably gonna have to go around the mountain to be able to get those villagers back in my base. Yeah, and then there's all these random holes that are absolutely terrifying. So how am I gonna do this? Is there a pair of villagers in one building? Of course not. Of course not. Why would they be? Okay. So in that case, I need to make probably a trapdoor so I can get myself into their building safely without anybody dying. Yeah, I'm gonna put a trapdoor here. Hello, little armadillo. Why aren't you scared of me? I think it's only when I run. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, hello, Mr. Villager. Okay. And now I'm gonna destroy your house. Nothing important here. Guess I'll take the bed. Okay, for now, I'm gonna... Man, okay, I'm gonna just break these and put them back. Because I don't want this villager to be exposed. Let's go ahead and collect the second villager. I'm gonna collect a non-loser. What are they called? Nitwit. Okay. I know it doesn't make a difference. I don't know. It's just a thing. Hello, friend. I'm gonna have to destroy your house. Alright. Get in the boat. Not me. You. Get in the boat. Get in the boat. Why? Why? Why are villagers always so uncooperative? It baffles me. How they always manage to do something uncooperative. Why is he not getting in? Okay, there we go. I told you to get in the boat. Okay, now I can't move. Okay, now we have that. Let's take this, and we're gonna break this glass, whatever. Break these walls here. And let's bring out some of these leads. You come out. Okay, so mystery solved. Mystery solved. Yes, villagers do go on boats still. They removed horses and donkeys. But villagers still go on boats, okay? So that's good to know. Alright, we got both villagers on leads and boats. And guys, this is unprecedented. Okay. Java Minecraft has never had this ability before until recently. Now we can get our boats and our leads to bring villagers with us. And this is pretty awesome. Okay? So let's go ahead and take care of that. Get out of the way, Iron Golem. Yeah, this is gonna be a scary process because this savanna biome is so full of deadly holes. But it looks like it's going pretty good for now. They do jump up like hills and stuff very easily. I was afraid that was going to be a problem, but apparently not. We are going around the mountain because over the mountain would have been a very chaotic and just bad idea. Yeah, how am I going to get past this? That's going to be slightly problematic. But I do believe I can take them out of water. If not, then I've pretty much messed everything up. But let's go through here and see what we can do. Oh my goodness, that worked flawlessly. Okay. This is gonna work out, guys. We have our villagers. So much easier than with minecarts. This is pretty awesome. Okay, so that was so easy. I really did not expect it to be that easy, but here we are. We have our villagers here now. I'm gonna build a little bit of a protective little shelter around them, a temporary shelter. But yeah, here we go, guys. We have a pair of villagers at our base. I will need to build a little box around them for now until I figure out how and where I'm gonna build this iron farm slash villager breeder. But yep, here we go. We have our villagers. That's pretty awesome. Let's use cobblestone to cover these guys up for now. At least until I can figure out where I'm gonna put them and all that. Oh, here we go. We have our little villager block. Right. I think I'm gonna do this in a different episode. That is to build the iron farm slash villager breeder. So one of the things that I thought of doing is that I want to actually multiply my wolves, okay? I do only have 2 different kinds of breeds of wolf, but I do want to multiply them, and I want to use those armadillo scoots. I don't know how to do it yet. I have to figure it out, maybe look it up or something. But let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, so here we are inside of my little base here. It's just a little hole in the wall. And we're gonna release these 2 dogs here. And I'm gonna feed them. Okay, so let's feed you guys. Excellent. Okay, now go ahead and come back here. You can sit there, I guess. Whatever. You sit there, and you sit there. Okay. So let's wait until this little guy grows up, and then these 2 will want to breed again, maybe before that. But yeah, let's play around with that. Alright, so not long after I bred these guys, I did have an encounter with some pillagers. Yeah, that was kind of messy. But anyways, I do want to go and do something else while these guys are waiting to be bred. Okay, remember guys, that one time we got that map that was ID number 1 from a different ship? I want to test out if that's the same location as the first one, right? Remember, we have 2 boats nearby, right? There's one in that direction behind the camera, and there's one in that direction behind the camera. And so I want to know if these 2 locations provide the same buried treasure, okay? So let's go ahead and take care of that. It feels like it's the same map because I think it is to the north and west. If I open the debug screen, this is facing north and facing west. I want to go in that same direction. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm pretty sure it's the same map. But let's make sure, okay? You know what I just realized? I used both my boats on the villagers, so I need to make another boat. Alright, well that's been taken care of. Okay, so the dot on the map did get a little bigger. And it is moving towards the west. Which, I'm moving northwest. Yeah. I am pretty much approaching the location of this map. Which makes me more and more suspicious that it is exactly the same map as the ID suggests. Okay, it looks like now I am directly to the south of this location. I'm almost sure it's the same one, but I could be wrong. Oh, okay, we have a, what is this, forest dog, I guess? Let's go ahead and tame this dog, actually. I do want a new dog. Come here. Have dogs been made easier to... Guys, did they make dogs easier to domesticate? What are they called? To tame? I feel like every time I have a dog, it takes just one bone to tame it. Whereas before, it would take like 2, 3, 5, maybe even 6 bones. I don't know. I think that's part of the update too. One of the updates. I don't know which one. I don't know. There's so many updates. And we're approaching the area of our buried treasure, which I'm pretty sure is the same spot. If we find a chest that is already exposed with a map in it, we will know for sure that it is the same spot. If it's got loot in it, then it's not the same spot. Very simple solution. And here's the moment of truth. Are we in the same spot? Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, we're in the same spot. There's even a block still here. Yep, that's the same spot. Okay. Well, that's good to know. There has to be a certain distance between buried treasure or shipwrecks, where you can get a different kind of map. But, yep, there we go. It was the same thing. Alright, let's head back home. At least we got a new dog, right? A nice little adventure got us a new dog. Okay, so now I can introduce some more diversity to my dog population. Right now I have 3 different breeds. I wonder what that's gonna do to my mixture of dogs. Because honestly, guys, let's face it, I want to have an army of dogs, right? Or wolves, whatever you call them. I know, they're pretty much dogs, right? They're the same thing. Almost the same thing. In real life, too, they're almost the same thing. But, yeah. In Minecraft, it feels like you turn wolves into dogs, I guess. But, yeah, I want to have an army of dogs. You know, if my suspicions are true that wolves don't spawn in the savanna biome, then that means that all of my sheep are safe from getting killed by wolves. Because I've had this problem before where my sheep just randomly start disappearing. And I think it turns out that wolves just randomly kill them when they spawn in there or something. But, if wolves don't spawn in the savannah, then I guess all my sheep are safe here, right? I hope so. I haven't lost any yet. And I've been AFK a good while. So, let's just hope that that's true. Hello, doggy. Interesting. Wasn't there another baby? Yeah, there's 2 babies. This gray wolf is the one that's multiplying everything. Huh. So far I have 2 of these gray wolf babies. I don't know what the rules are for what baby's gonna come out. I don't know if it's random or if some wolf species or wolf breed is more prominent than the other. I don't know. But in any case, we have now 3 gray wolves, including the parent. Let's see where we can go from here. So one other thing I wanted to test out is how do you make a wolf armor? And let's take a look. So we have armadillo scoots. Let's see if something comes up here. Wolf armor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jeez. 6 scoots for 1 wolf armor. And there's no mending on it. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Let me craft one and then put it on one of my wolves. So I think this is my first wolf here. I'm gonna put it on this guy. That's that looks kind of funny. It looks kind of dumb, but whatever. It's not removable, I guess. I did shift click, nothing happened. It just set the dog up. Well, that's not convenient, but whatever. You can never see the dog again, the dog's color again. That's unfortunate. In any case, yep, we have a dog with dog armor. I don't know if you can put mending on these or not. I could find out later, but for now, well, that's all we have. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright, well, it looks like that's all I have time for in this episode. We got our wolves, right? We have an extra wolf now. We got our dog armor. And we got some villagers. That's pretty awesome. So next time, I think I'm gonna spend some time figuring out where I'm gonna put those villagers and start breeding them and stuff. And then we're also probably gonna end up building a little structure for my base, okay? Usually I like to build my base on top of my starter base, but with that mountain there, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pull it off. Maybe I can. It's gonna take some work, but I'll think of something, alright? In the meantime, this is all that I had time for, and I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please go ahead and leave a like. A subscription is also very much welcome and appreciated. And of course, if you have anything to say, don't forget to comment. And of course, if you've already subscribed to me, thank you guys so much. You guys are very much appreciated. Alright, so I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye, guys. How the heck do I take your armor off?